YouTube changes are
Y'all gonna have to bear with me with this connection, cause it ain't all peaches and gravy right now. But for whoever want to talk and come up here and chat with me, the discussion today is pride and ego, because it's a major thing, and it can be a good thing at times, but a lot of times it can be holding us back. It can be preventing our progress, and then we be thinking that it's everybody else's fault and so on and so forth, which sometimes is comprehensible, but sometimes it's the pride and ego, and I still deal with it. I really do, heavy, um, very heavy, because I don't have a lot of ego, but I do have a lot of pride. Where I don't like asking anybody for anything. I don't like telling people my problems, even though I fight against my pride, and I do tell people my problems, because I am aware that if people don't know that you need help with something, then they're not able to help where they're not aware that the help is needed. But a lot of times, because of the way certain people respond, a lot of people respond, it does make me want to regress back into not telling people anything. But then I just always remember that the option is to stay where I'm at or to move forward regardless. In order for me to move forward, sometimes you just need help. The reason I decided to have this be the subject, because I was just on live on Facebook. Now, I have not put it out there that I was going to do this challenge that I'm doing right now, but I have challenged myself to go live every day for 30 days. And I had posted that I was going to do that on Facebook. Stop. But Facebook is not my main platform. I'm not a big fan of Facebook. My main platform is YouTube. Muffy, relax, lay down. My main platform is YouTube. So, again, I would have let y'all know up here that I was going to do this had I known that I would be able to go live on my phone. I even said it on my Facebook page that I didn't think I was going to be able to go live on my phone, because previously when I tried to go live on my phone, it wouldn't let me go live on my phone because my view count and subscriber count is nowhere near high enough. But apparently they changed some rules. I just found that out maybe like yesterday or the day before. Why change? Shout out to Peach McIntyre. I found out about some of the rule changes. So I decided to give it a try, and it works. So here we are. We're live on my phone. That's what's up. That's gonna make it a whole lot easier, y'all. For me, because I don't buy a bunch of thumb drives. I have a few thumb drives, but I don't constantly buy thumb drives and store my all of my data on thumb drives. I do have certain stuff that's in my phone, and it's very difficult for me to record, and like I always run out of storage space. I struggle with running out of storage space. Muffy, listen, little shouty. No ma'am. Okay, it's time to calm down. Relax. It's time to calm down. Lay down. But like I was saying, getting back on subject, the reason I decided to have this be the topic is because I was just live on Facebook, and when I got off of live, I saw a post that a young lady that had made. I don't know if she's on my friends list or whether that's just a page that YouTube pushed towards me. She probably is on my friends list, but she basically made a candid post letting it be known that although people may think that everything's all peaches and cream, because we tend to come on social media and show what we want people to see. Um, People don't always know what's really going on with the individual that they're looking at on these social media platforms. They see the moments that we're spending time with family, or the moments that we're going shopping, or We usually show the good times. And sometimes people, you have other people who always only show the bad times. Um, but there's a duality of things going on with pretty much everybody. Um, it's just a matter of not everybody wants to show everything. Not everybody is that open. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of times, oftentimes, we don't really know what's going on as much as we think we do. So she posted letting it be known that everything is not what people seem to think when it comes to her, and that she's dealing with homelessness. Um, and I can say that because I'm not divulging who it is or anything. I would never do that. It's not my business to put somebody's business out there, and I don't use my platform to be exposing people's personal private business. I value privacy too much for that. But yeah. So I wanted to talk about that because even in my personal life, there's a lot of things that people don't know. People do a lot of guessing and assuming about a lot of things, but y'all really don't know what's going on. Y'all only know what I tell you and what I show you, what I choose to tell you and what I choose to show you. And a lot of times the limitations are put on what I choose to show because of the way people choose to interact with people. And I just personally don't choose to open myself up to toxicity to that extent. So certain things that I may be dealing with in my life, people may look at it as, oh, well, you put yourself there. Yeah. Life is full of choices. And sometimes the choices that an individual may make, you may not comprehend. But you don't comprehend based on what you know, and you don't know everything. So the options that that individual may have had, more than likely they chose what they saw to be the better option out of the options that they had. Now mind you, I said what they saw to be the better option because looking from the inside, looking out, you don't have a clear view either. So you don't necessarily see what other people see, and vice versa. So um with that being the case, a lot of times people go through life struggling and will not tell anybody. Or they pick and choose who they tell, and sometimes the people they pick and choose to tell was not the type of person that they should have told, and they just didn't know. Sometimes you just don't know until you find out by experience. And sometimes that can make you regress and get to the point where you just don't want to tell anybody anymore. And so you just adapt this mentality of figuring it out on your own. And also we live in a society that we have been trained, especially as women, but now it's the men too now, who have been trained to allow this said government to essentially be our, as some people say, our husbands. Basically allowing the government to be our support. To let's be real. We have been trained to let the government be our parents because the government see us as minors anyway, especially if we are acclimated to that being our reality, that the government is supporting us. You are classified as a minor to them. That is why they have to. Muffy, I apologize. Forgive me, y'all. Muffy, hey. She's upset because my attention is not on her. What's the matter? What's the matter? Look, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm right here. Can I talk to the people? Is it okay if I talk to the people? Mommy gotta talk to the people for a minute, okay? I'm still right here, and I still know you there, and I love you. Oh, my baby, my baby. What you doing? You can't put the cover on that way, Mama. You gotta get, if you want a cover on, you gotta get back over there. I'm holding you already. What are you doing? I was actually using my hands, love. Okay. But yeah, what I was saying is sometimes people don't expose. People aren't, especially somebody who values their privacy and is not into the social media as like that being their whole life. They're not going to put their business out there publicly, especially when it doesn't feel like people really care to know. Nobody's asking, nobody's checking in. If people don't directly ask you what's going on, or you know communicate a level of care or concern, then somebody like myself would not put that information out there unless they have a good reason. And it's very difficult to find a good enough reason to do so when it seems like nobody cares except for to create drama. So with that being said, people, even for people who are like myself, Muffy, no, people who are like myself, if you are like myself and have that type of mentality, we have to remember the duality even within our beings, even within our way of being. That we have to be open-eyed for those who are presenting themselves and letting it be known that they are providing resources and accessibility in a way that conforms to, that fits your lifestyle. There is opportunities out here for all of us. There are you're not the only person in the world who thinks like you. You are unique. Everybody is unique, but you're not so unique to the point that you are completely alone in this world. Meaning, you're not the only person who views life the way you view it. You're not the only person who wants what you want. You're not the only person who is going through what you're going through. There are people who has already come through what you're going through right now. And because they have come through what you're going through right now, it's instilled in them as actually it's kind of like an obligation, a spiritual divine obligation to help those like you who are going through it now and help them to get through what they already got through. I myself, that's the whole reason why I use my platform. That is the whole reason why I published the book that I published. I didn't publish a fictional fairy tale book. I published a self-help book. And there are people who judge me on that, of course, who feel like I'm not worthy of being the author of a self-help book. And that's fine. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. No, everybody's not entitled to push their opinion off on me, but they are entitled to have their opinion. And so that's fine that they feel that way. But the reality is there are things that I've come through that even some of those people have even directly told me that had they been in those same situations, they would not have survived. Even a fraction of the amount of time that I survived in it. And let alone come through it. And they are the main ones who be asking me questions like, well, how did you do this and how did you do that? And I don't understand how you're still alive, and I don't understand how you did this and da da da. And that is the reason exactly why certain people should be asking more questions. Certain people should be coming to me and taking some guidance from me. Not from things that I haven't experienced, but from things that I have experienced and that I have come through. I don't present myself to be a know-it-all. I'm a jack of all. Well, in a female version of jack of all trades, they would call it Jill of all trades. I do know how to do a lot. I'm very knowledgeable about a lot because I have an affinity for learning. I'm constantly studying and researching things, especially things that involves the lifestyle that I want for myself and for my family and generations to come. But I by no means I constantly make it known that I I never think that I know everything. That's why I'm always learning and researching, because I don't know everything. So I feel like people get a misconception from the fact that I put myself out there to help, and any other people who are in the same type of stance as myself, who are putting themselves out there to offer assistance where they know that they are able to assist because of their experience, and people aren't receiving it because of their own projected thought process, and it's detrimental to themselves because, you know, I mean, I've been through it, so I can definitely teach you, let you see my experience instead of you going through it yourself. I would hate to have gone through everything I went through and to not be able to use that and make it benefit somebody, to keep them having to go through it, to have them learn the lesson without having to go through it because they can learn from me going through it. Then that makes it worth, that gives it some type of value. You get what I'm saying? That makes it worth it, and to an extent. The more people that I can help, the more the struggles that I've gone through, the stupid decisions that I've made, the maybe not stupid but just uneducated choices that I made, it gives it value when I can take that and educate somebody else so that they can make an educated choice and they can make a wise decision based off of somebody who has done exactly what they are thinking about doing, or something that they are doing, and they just haven't learned what I've learned yet. But we deal with pride and we deal with ego, and everybody wants to feel like they don't need anybody, but yet we live in a world where we are so needy of this government, which is just a organization full of people who 9 times out of 10 don't really genuinely care about the individuals that are coming to them for the help at all. They don't even know you. They don't know anything about. They dig into all your private information, but they don't look into the details of what's really going on with you as an individual. You get lumped into a category and you get treated and classified, and you get treated as you're classified, according to the basic information, the basic data. And it's not personal because they don't personally care about you, versus somebody like myself who is very personal for. So, we just have to get out our own way. We have to learn to step out of our own way. Set the pride aside sometimes. Definitely set ego aside. Ego can be a terrible thing. Beyonce got that song, he got a big ego, such a huge ego, and it kind of glorifies having an ego. I don't see it that way, because my comprehension of an ego, that ego be most of our biggest downfall. And I just haven't been able to afford. I don't recall ever being able to afford to have an ego. The things that I've been through, the things I've come through, the decisions that I've made, the what's the word? the basically beating myself up, the torment that I've gone through out of regret for the decisions I've made, feeling like is certain things were my fault and so on and so forth. Um, yeah, there hasn't been much room for ego. I feel like the people who can have those type of experiences and still walk around with ego, ugh, I don't know what to say for them. I just don't know. Like I don't I don't know what could help them personally. I'm not saying they can't be helped. That's why I'm being cautious of my words. But I don't know what could help them because I can't relate to that. There's certain things it's just like when you sit back and you like, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe that I made that decision. Like I should have known better. I did know better. I can't believe I allowed that to happen. I can't believe I allowed myself to be in that type of situation. It's like ego where? How do you have ego knowing these things? How do you have ego with that type of experience? Um I just personally can't relate to that. So I wouldn't be able to help anybody in that category. Um but if you're coming from the direction, the experiences that I'm coming from, and I see a lot of people that be posting and saying that they're coming from the exact things that I've been through, the exact things that I've come through, the exact things that I've grown from, and they're looking to gain the same type of growth that I have already gained, and you know they just so shut down and so scarred that they they're just not accepting of it, and it's sad. It's a terrible thing. But anyway, we can do better. Just know that we can always do better. Um, as long as we have breath, we can do better. Even after after what people call death, because I personally don't believe in death. But even after this existence, you know, I apologize. That must have been a truck that blocked my connection. Don't waste time with ego. Please don't waste your time with ego. Ego does not serve you well. Pride has a place, but there is a lot of spaces in life where pride doesn't belong either. Um, yeah, you just gotta know when is a time to have pride and when there's a time to not have let pride get in your way. Learn the difference when pride is serving you and when pride is just in your way. Um, and be open to help. Be open to true, genuine, caring help from people, from individuals and entities and organizations that really genuinely care about you as the individual you. Um, Muffy, chill. But yeah, it doesn't seem anybody was on this live while I'm live, but I am going to keep this video up. So if you're watching this later, I really hope you got something out of this video. If you have any questions, um, I think I will get notified if I get comments. So go ahead and comment them below. Stay posted because now that I can go live on my phone, I will be definitely doing the live every day for the 30 days on here as well because this is my main platform. So make sure you subscribe so that you can be in the live while we're live so that we can talk it out. Um, yeah, because I genuinely want to make sure that I'm able to help as many people as I can to the best of my ability. And my ability is in many ways contingent on their allowability. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, it depends on how much they allow me to help them. So if that includes you, definitely make sure you subscribe. It helps my channel and helps the algorithm, I guess. Also, I'm not somebody who knows a whole lot about the algorithm and all of that, and I definitely don't know what type of rules have changed. I know a few things now, like I said, as of yesterday or the day before, but the rules are constantly changing on these social media platforms, and until I get monetized, they just don't let me know. Personally, they don't send me any information to let me know when rules are changing. So, and I don't make social media my whole life, so I don't spend my time digging for that because I have to still support me and my daughter. So if you subscribe to my channel and like my videos, oh my god, it will help my channel get monetized so that I could be able to um get paid from this platform, which will allow me to be able to continue to post more content more consistently and more often, and be able to afford to promote post better content while also being able to provide for my daughter. For anybody who doesn't know, I am a single solo mom of an autistic epileptic toddler. That's who I'm holding right now, and she requires a lot of attention and a lot of energy from me, as well as a business owner. I'm also a self-published author, and I have my own clothing brand. Um, and I do some construction work. I have a lot of different things that I do, and I'm juggling all of that by myself. So by you supporting my channel, it helps to free up my time and energy so that I will have the energy space, and the mental capacity to be able to post more content, because what I don't want to do is be posting a bunch of frustrated, stressed out content. And what people fail to realize is that I do deal with real life emotions and real life situations, including stress and anxiety and depression and all types of things. And with me being a motivator, you know, it's just my responsibility to come with a certain type of energy that is uplifting and motivating and inspiring, and to not encourage defeated attitudes and stuff like that. And although I deal with that myself sometimes, that does not mean that I can negate my obligation to encourage and inspire. Um, it would just be utterly irresponsible for me to just constantly pour that energy out on here. What I really need is a personal one-on-one mentor myself, so that I could have somebody to um help me through my moments, because right now I'm my own mentor. I've been my own mentor for many years. I have mentors that are my mentors through these social medias. They don't personally know me or directly talk to me personally directly, but I utilize these platforms for that, um, for those who are doing what I'm doing and doing it way better, clearly. Um, because they're more experienced in this. This is what they do. This is they're actually making money off of this, so they can afford to, um, get better and grow in it, and just be an expert in it. Me personally, I still deal with a lot of the same struggles that a lot of y'all deal with. So, with that being said, you know, I have a responsibility to make sure I'm careful and cautious of how I come on here, what type of energy I'm bringing on here. So, yeah, it would help with that. I say all that to say it would help with that if you subscribe to the channel, and like, comment, and subscribe and share the videos. to help with the algorithm. It's completely free to do each and every one of those things. Also, anybody who wants to support monetarily, um, I think I'm gonna go back to putting my Patreon in here because I also want to get consistent on there as well. But once again, I have to. I would like to be able to have somebody that I'm actually talking to, on any platform that I'm on. I don't want to feel like I'm just up here wasting time and talking to myself. Like, I'm 36 years old. I don't want to. I don't really. I feel like I'm too old to be just wasting my time talking to a camera for nothing. Um, and I'm not saying for nothing as in fiat, because I personally, anybody who knows me knows that I'm not a big proponent. I'm not a big supporter of fiat anyway. But even the energy exchange, just knowing that I'm actually helping somebody. I don't want to just be up here on these. I don't have. It's. I'm too old to be up here just talking for nothing. Like, if I'm not even helping anybody. So yeah, help me help you. Help me help somebody, even if it's not you personally. Just subscribe and comment and share, just so that YouTube can see that people actually want to have this positive, non-drama content. Because right now, social media is dominated by drama, sex, and drugs, and people dying on social media platforms. Like, that gets promoted way more than people promoting positive, uplifting content, like from a genuine place. And so, if you have any concern or care, interest in making sure that starts to get more pushed and recognized, that is reason in itself to subscribe, share, and like, and comment on my videos, so that YouTube can start pushing it more, and then it can get to the people who need it. It can actually reach the people who need it. Because you would be amazed how many people commit suicide. I'm sorry, I gotta watch that word. Who unalive themselves. How many people who are going through some tragic stuff and just don't know how to get through it. And the information is out here, but it's not reaching them because these social medias aren't pushing it to them, because they're not getting enough attraction to affect the algorithm. So yeah, I'm not asking y'all, I'm not pleading and begging with y'all to like, share, subscribe, and comment for my own personal benefit necessarily, but it's more so because I want it to actually reach those who need it. You know, again, I don't work for fiat. I operate off the barter system trade, energy exchange. That's my form of wealth. Um, but that energy exchange means that my message needs to be getting to the people who need that energy, so that I can get the energy exchange of knowing that I helped somebody. So, anywho, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get off this live because I'm tired. Um, and I'm ready to get myself ready to lay down and relax my body and meditate for the night. So, peace.